Yo, yo, what's going on, dudes? So, we are going to be working on some ELA stuff today. What's up, Jafreen? Yeah. So, let's take a look at some of this stuff I think will be really cool to work on. Likewise, if you have any questions, these Thursdays are a great place for you to ask them. You can just shoot it into the chat box. Um, Hi, what's up, man? What's up, Jafreen? What's up, Michael? What's up, kids? All right, man. So let's do some ELA stuff. Specifically, oh, that's not the pen. Where is the good pen? I have a beautiful good pen. Whatever. It's gonna be in blue. Oh no, here it is. Nice. Transition. Oh, that's right. Reminding me about transitions. Okay, cool. So we're gonna be working on ELA today. So then it'll give us a great opportunity to talk about transitions. So what is a transition? Why do we need them? Why do we use them? It's to connect. That's the big thing. We need a logical connection between what happened. Oh, what's up, Joseph? Chachi, what's up? Welcome back. What's up, guys? Working on some transition stuff. So, for example, we have three different types of transitions that we need to be aware of. There are more types, but for this test, you guys only need to know three. And that's an additive, a opposite, or a result slash logical. Okay, so I'm gonna give you three different types of sentences that use these, and you tell me which one should go in there. So it's like, okay, so what could go in here, right? A lot of things could actually go in here. There's a lot of different transitions that go into here because this could be the result of this. This could be in addition. This could be opposite, right? So ego actually came in exactly. And Jeffreen, ego, you guys are on it exactly. What we really need here is an opposite. And why is that? Well, we love one and we hate the other. So but would work in really nicely, right? But what about like the difference between these additives and these logical ones? Let me show you how that works. Is it cause and effect, sort of? So, are you talking, Chadi? Are you talking about this first sentence? Because you could argue that it's cause and effect depending on the context of it, right? So, looking at this sentence, let's just call it sentence B for all intensive purposes, right? So, what do you guys think go into this blank? What do you think goes in there? We got and a couple times. We got and from Michael. We got and from Ego. Chadi's coming in with and. Yeah, I would put and, right? So this is an additive. I cooked rice and we had a nice dinner. One adds to the other. It's not necessarily logical. Yeah, I mean the rice must have been good, but that's not why we had a nice dinner. It's probably a conversation or something of that nature. What's cause and effect? Okay, so here's our sentence. What goes into that transition spot, dudes? What goes into that transition spot? And Jafreen, putting also in here too also works. That's an additive thing. Okay, so here we're getting into the crux of the issues, bro. Because these additive and these logical ones are very close together. The big difference is this second part dependent on this first part to happen, right? I'm going to put a logical transition in there. because the fact I live in a cardboard box is why my rent is free. Yeah. So it's like cause and effect, right? It got dark. Therefore, hence. Yes, exactly. Both of those are really good logical words. Therefore, hence. What about something that goes in right here? What would this be? So. So Michael thinks it's so. Ego thinks it's so. Jafreen also bringing it in with so. Ego thinks it's so again. He is so confident that he thinks it's so twice. Great. And so, what type of transition word goes in here? What type of transition word is so? Rust. Why did I write rust? Why, why did I write rust? Um, yeah, I mean, ego is technically correct. It is a logical. It is logical. And Jafreen, you would these additives and these logical ones are so close together. But just think about it. Is this a result of this? This is supposed to say result. I just was not paying attention and wrote rust instead. So this is a result of this. So we have to use a logical transition. We could use therefore. We could use so. We could put, anything that is logical like that. Yeah. All right. Cool. Very, very good. So now I had a request to talk about non-essential modifiers. So what does that mean? Like, what is a modifier? Do you guys know what a modifier is? I got poems. Oh, nice. Yeah. Why don't you drop a link, man? I'm assuming you're talking about poems, poems for the reading comprehension. Yeah. So let's talk about modifiers. Um, how would I change this? No, his dog. Okay. So read this sentence. Quest, can we go over laws of exponents? Yeah, we can go over law of exponents. Just remind me at like 6:30, halfway through. Okay, Chowdy? They change stuff. Yes, it modifies a verb. The dog ain't 13, so Zeno? Jake is 13. Yeah. So this is the modifier, a 13-year-old. And right now, it's most next to the dog, right? So exactly, Joseph. The modifier is the 13-year-old. And right now, the closest noun it is to the dog. And right, that's not really, we're probably trying to say that Jake is 13 because if a dog is 13, that dog is old, man. The dog is really old. Okay, so let's do another one, yeah? Galaxy Moose. Michael, guys, if you're confused, Michael Roberts correctly wrote that sentence. That's really nice, Michael. Very good job, man. Water slowly, yeah. Vixeno is coming in just gonna call him Lil. Lil Vixano is coming in on the right spot there. So this slowly is a modifier or an adjective, right? Yeah, Jafreen, that's what I'm talking about, dude. We have to put that modifier next to the thing it's modifying. And it's talking about how the waiter brought the water. The water itself isn't slowly. The waiter is slowly bringing the water, right? The waiter slowly brought my water. It's past tense, things like that. Okay? So we know what a modifier is. So if you look, what borough are you in? Queens, but I'm currently in California on vacay, enjoying my life. So we have modifiers and we have non-essential modifiers, and this is a kind of a thing that you can do with English. So let's look at this. Let's see. Boss. Michael. The boss, Michael, is mean. Okay. Queen's God. So here we have our modifier right here. And Michael is modifying what the boss is or who the boss is, right? So if you took Michael out of the sentence, we would still have, right? And these sentences mean the same thing. There is only really one boss at a company or in a workspace. So specifying that the boss's name is Michael is non-essential. And if we took Michael out of the sentence, we're still talking about the same guy, right? So we don't need it. This is a non-essential. And when you have a non-essential modifiers, you put commas around it. And if commas are around it, that means you can lift it out of the sentence. And if it still makes sense, that means you're in a good spot. Where if I said this, right? So notice how we have smelly. And I put commas around it, right? So that assumes that we could take this modifier out. But watch what happens when I do. Now we don't know what fan we're talking about, dudes. This is completely changing the sentence. It's no longer that we're talking about like a boss and obviously the boss. There's many fans at an arena. So which fan sat down? Uh, well, the smelly one, right? So this is an essential modifier. This is incorrectly written. You'd have to write it like this. Bang, right? No commas because we need this modifier. It is essential for us understanding what's going on in the sentence. Cool. Do you guys have any questions about that? Last name is Biswas too. Oh man, we got a Biswas party up in here, man. Bunch of Biswases hanging out. Cool. So to summarize really quick before I'm going to drop a bunch of problems on you guys. So I'm going to summarize this really quick. We got two things we have to deal with when we're dealing with modifiers. And this, you could take this to the bank, is one, they need to be obviously modifying the right thing. That's the first rule. Two, we need to know if they are essential. And we need to know if they're non-essential. And that's all you guys have to know about this, okay? Is that these two rules. That's the only thing it's going to break down, right? Okay, cool. So let's check this out. I'm going to give you a couple practice problems. So just chill for a second. I'm going to write a couple down here that you can try. The fan squeezed the toy. Um, disappointed. The Okay, so we have Vigzek. How can I not keep saying your name? Vigzano? I'm just going to decide it's Vigzano. Although I'm probably going to change it, my dude. Disappointed is our modifier here. And then Jasif correctly identified that quietly is our modifier here. So my question to you, bros, and Michael agrees. My question to you guys is where do these modifiers go? Where is their home? Where should they go, right? Where should these modifiers go in these two sentences? After the for A, okay? So the disappointed, I see what you're trying to say here. Great. After the first word, Chadi's correct as well. Yep. Before fan. Exactly, exactly. And what I like about what Michael did there is he addressed the fact that the fan is the noun, right? That's what's important. Okay? So we need to make sure that the modifier addresses the noun that it's modifying. Look how far away it is. Okay? So Jafreen actually, yeah, Michael, exactly. Jafreen came with a really great point too, is that quietly after Ron. Yeah, exactly, dudes. Exactly. Because look how far away quietly is from Ron, right? And plus, the stadium can't be destroyed quietly by a hurricane, right? That's not. It's not modifying it correctly. Cool. So Ron, very very nice. Okay. So do you guys have any questions about how these modifiers work? I kind of want to move on to pronouns, unless you guys have any questions about how these work. Any questions? Any questions, concerns, any compliments you want to dish out? I remember you at 4 wins. Pronouns now? 4 subs? Yeah. I'm at like 250 now, dude. Still really small. I mean, subs. Yeah, exactly. Pronouns, noun. Okay, let's do pronouns. Really quick before we jump off from the modifiers, I do want to bring something up because adjectives are modifiers, right? They're just one word modifiers. And if you get a master's in English, they're going to make you decide the difference between these two. But for your test, this is all you need to know. So, what if you had something like this? The smelly old boat, the blue ice cream. Yeah, I did delete all my logical reasoning because they changed the test. Yeah, I had made like hundreds of, no, not hundreds, but I spent hundreds of hours making videos and I had to delete them because they changed the test. The smelly old boat. All right, Vizeno is right. You have to put a comma between these adjectives. So then let me ask you, blue and ice both are adjectives to describe the cream. Do I need to put a comma between these two? So Vizeno says no. Anybody else? Jafreen says no. Chadi says no. And why not? Why not? Two independent clauses. That's not exactly the reason Vizeno. Because independent clauses is a full sentence, like Joe swims. That's an independent clause. It's not really a modifier. So why? Tell me why. Can someone tell me why we wouldn't put a comma in between the blue ice cream? Does anybody know? You get 30 bonus points if you get this right, by the way. I'm going to give you 30 bonus points. They're extremely valuable. I know. Well, tell me, Vizeno. Blue ice. Blue ice. Because ice cream is more like a word. So Jafreen is kind of on it. He is kind of on what's going on here. Michael agrees. So this ice cream is very important. So let's first take this one, smelly old boat. Can we switch the order of these? And it's the same thing. Well, the old smelly boat, yeah, that works. That's the same thing, right? BTW, I am a girl. Great. But yeah, oh, Jafreen, Elena. All right, I get it. Elena, that makes more sense. All right, yeah, Elena got it. Right? Blue is with a comma, ice cream. It doesn't need a comma. It is with the ice cream, and Ego's a girl too. Yeah. Awesome. So blue ice cream, right? We cannot switch the order of these. And you can also put an and in between these. You could say the smelly and old boat, and it works out. Now, what happens if you try to switch the order of these two? It looks ridiculous. You can't say the ice blue cream. That makes no sense. And you can't say the blue and ice cream. That makes no sense as well, right? Exactly, Michael. Ice cream is a thing on its own. Blue is describing the ice cream, right? So no comma is needed, right? Because you cannot switch the order and you cannot put an and in between them. Therefore, no comma is needed. Just remember, if you can put an and in there, you can put a comma in there, okay? And they test this on the comma section all the time, dude. They sneak this in all the time. So remember, between two adjectives, if you can put an and, you can put a comma. So let's look at pronouns and how they work, or more specifically, how they try to trick you with pronoun questions on the SHSAT. So can anybody give me a definition of what a pronoun is? Like I can give you a definition of a noun, like a tree, or Chad, or a dog, right? All of these are nouns. So what's a pronoun? What is the definition of a pronoun? A more specific noun? Not necessarily. You're thinking of a proper noun. A proper noun is like Tyler, right? That's a proper noun. A noun that is a pro. Yes, it's a noun that gets paid. That's exactly it, Shadi. Yeah, it's a professional noun. What is it really though? What is a pronoun? Do you guys know? Pronoun is general way of saying pronoun, describing nouns. Yeah, exactly. Elena and Vigzano are coming in on it. So that's exactly it. So instead of saying a tree, you would say it. Instead of saying Chad, you would say he. Instead of saying a dog, you would say it. And a lot of people want to call their dogs he or she's, but that's personifying the dog. The correct pronoun is it. So it is just so you don't have to keep repeating the noun over and over and over and over. You don't have to say tree, 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 tree. Eventually you just say it, right? But sometimes they make it a little bit confusing. And let me show you why. Great. So what's wrong with the sentence, guys? Yes, Jason, the nouns are a pro, dude. So what is wrong with this sentence? Is there anything wrong with the sentence? The seed isn't too. Ah, Elena, that is exactly. All of you guys are right, but Elena said it perfectly. And what this is technically called is a vague pronoun. Unclear pronoun. Anita, exactly. You're not an idiot. That's exactly it. Is that a vague pronoun? So we need to clarify, are we talking about a seed? Are we talking about the bird? Now, my question is, the way that it's written now, what does this sentence mean? The way that the sentence is written now, what does the sentence mean? Oh, it looks like Chadi actually already said it in the chat a little bit higher up. And it's the fact that it sounds like the seed is 2 years old. That's exactly it. Cool, cool, cool. So this is how they present these vague pronouns. Yeah, exactly, Chadi. Thank you for reiterating it. It means that the seed is 2 years old. Very nice. So sometimes they do it like this, where the pronoun next to the noun is vague. So this is what's called a vague pronoun. This is the first type of question you will get with pronouns. The other one you'll get is matching the number, right? So here we go. Grammar's so easy. Then Vixeno, why don't you crush this one real quick? Let's see. Pig is. Oh, actually, you know what? Let me make this even harder. The the. Actually, hold on. The let's see here. The um, all right, here we go, bros. How do we combine two sentences to clarify relationships? Mostly is for transitions, right? Transitions, princess. That's how you generally clarify the relationships. Transitions. So here we are looking at this sentence, right? What's wrong with this sentence? Is there anything wrong with this sentence? Yes, there's something wrong with this sentence. What is wrong with it? Also, smash that like button if you are liking what's going on right now. Also, smash that like button if you don't like what's going on right now. You can just keep smashing it no matter what. A friend is a plural, one is singular. Yes. So Vixeno is actually coming in on this one really hot. Very nicely done. So the noun of the sentence is one, right? This pronoun is more than one. So this is actually incorrect. You would need to specify and you would say himself, right? So this is number, right? So get rid of this. So they have vague pronouns and they have pronouns that don't match the noun that they're supposed to put. And the trick is, notice that friends is the nearest noun to themselves. So if you just look at this noun, you think, oh, friends can help themselves. That makes sense. So make sure you check it back to the one. What prep books did you guys buy? Yo, there's actually not that crazy of a market. Yeah, Barron's is okay. I'm going to be coming out with a really hot textbook this summer for the SHSAT that will have all the updates for the new test. It's going to be a really sick book. I'm finished writing it right now. The Kaplan book is okay too. Yeah, yeah, you should really pick up my book. It's going to be sick because the Kaplan book's okay. The Barron book is okay, but I'm basing my book totally off the city standards. I'm not guessing anything, right? So definitely pick it up when it's on the market. So there's vague pronouns, and then the number of pronouns need to match as well, right? Cool. I think it'll be like $10. It's gonna be like really cheap. Okay, and then the last thing they do with pronouns, let me see. Oh, is they I guess the vagueness and the number. This is really all they do with pronouns, guys. So if you can master these two rules with pronouns, you're gonna be looking really nice. Really, really nice. Okay, so speaking of this, I kind of want to just quickly go into verb tense. So we went over pronouns today. You want to go over some math too? Okay, cool. Pronouns, We went over transitions. I'm going to go over one more thing with ELA and then we'll jump into math, which is verbs, right? So, just so you guys know, transitions as like a quick cheat sheet. We have adding, opposite, and logical. Okay? And you need to make sure that the transition functions correctly between the two halves of the sentence. When we have pronouns, we need to check two things. A, that they are not vague, and B, that they match in number. Okay? The last thing we're going to be going over today in ELA is verbs. And there's two rules you need to look for verbs too. And the two rules are that they match verbs around it and that it matches the number. The same thing as pronouns, which is why I'm going over verbs, right? So let me give you two examples on how the verbs. And guys, when you get to a transition problem, just be thinking, is it this, this, or this? When you get to a pronoun problem, it's either this or this. I guarantee it. If you get to a verb, how do you remember all the grammar words? I don't know. I guess because I'm really good at the SHSAT. Like I could get it perfect. I could crush it. You should watch the math video, the run through I do. Yeah, I love it. So let's talk about verbs. So let's talk about this first case really quickly, right? So you got to match the verbs around it. So it's like, I swim in the morning. I eat in the afternoon. And sleeping, obviously, at night. Okay, so read my horrible handwriting here, dudes, and check this out. Or that should say I. My brain, I've been tutoring too much today, dudes. I have like too many students. So I swim in the morning, I eat in the afternoon, and sleeping, obviously, at night. So, fanboys. So that is a common fanboy. So what verb? And Anita the idiot is coming in with a pretty strong answer here. So is Elena. That this verb doesn't match this verb and it doesn't match this verb, right? So this is what I'm talking about with A. It's got to match. It's all got to be in the present tense, not in the infinitive tense, right? Sleeping is the issue, guys. Good work. And then what if I'm talking about B? I'm talking about the number. Jamere, quipe, swim. Okay. Is there anything wrong with this sentence? And Jamiroquai is his name, by the way. Is there anything wrong with this sentence? Yes. Johnny's like, yes. Yes, there is an issue. Michael, yes, there is an issue. So what's my issue here, guys? It should be swims. So, million points. And Michael agrees. Why should it be swims? Elena agrees. Why swims? Anita also agrees. Why do we need to add the S? Back at it again. With the Q-ish P. Thanks, man. I'm doing it for you, dude. Doing it for you. So why? Why do we add an S? You guys are like, well, my instincts tell me I need to add an S. Subject verb agreement. Elena, Elena's coming in with some pretty good grammar, guys. You gotta watch out. It is subject verb agreement. Specifically though, Elena and everybody else. Why is it not agreeing? This isn't present. This is just a name. Why doesn't it agree? Why can't a name do a verb? Why does it need an S for him to do the verb? What if I wrote this? It does not sound right, okay? Yeah, that's true. It does not sound right. A verb is an action word, that's correct. So notice, is this right? Jet and solequept, swim? Is that right? Do we need swims on this one too? Should I put swims? It should be swam. No, but if it would be swam if it's past tense. So try to keep it in present tense. What should it be? Maybe because the noun is singular. Anita is getting into the heart of the issue here, guys. We're dealing with nouns and how they affect the verb, right? So you guys are all correct. This should be swims. But this is swim. Notice one person swims. Jet and Solequept swim, right? So you have to make sure it matches the number when we're talking about verbs here. You got to match the verbs around it and you got to match how many people are doing it, right? That's super, super important. They're definitely going to play with you guys on this with verb tense. So be very, very aware. It's going to be one of these two things, I guarantee it. So, guys, as a quick review before we jump into math, do you guys have any questions about transitions, pronouns, or verbs? Now's the time to ask because we're going to be jumping into math. Any questions, any concerns, any compliments? Smash that like button if you already haven't. Anybody have any questions about it? So good. If there are two names, I love this. Either or neither. Nor issues. Okay, yeah. Either or neither are the same thing. What is the sum of all positive integers from 1 to 20? I don't know. 21 times 2? No, 21 times 10. So it'd be 210 would be my guess, just straight off the rip without doing any math. Maybe it's something different. It probably is not 210. Okay, cool. So if you guys don't have any questions, either or neither, really quickly, just for Elena's question, the difference is positive or not, right? It is 210. Great. Crossing out of the words, the poor ink. Okay. Yeah, you got to go with these G2s, bro. And I put a rubber band on it so it's weighted. It feels so good. Okay. So neither or either is the difference between or and nor, right? They're basically the same. I want either a dog or a cat. I want neither homework or chores, right? I just misspelled chores for all of you to enjoy. That is so bad. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So either or neither is when it's a positive choice. Yeah. And neither is you don't want either of these. That's the only difference. Yeah. And the rubber band is for the weight. It's homework, not HW. Yeah. But I'm too lazy. What's up, Alex? What's happening, dude? Okay. So let's jump into math. Use proper grammar. Well, you need a comma after the word grammar, Vixeno. You would need it would be this. That would be you need that comma in there. Otherwise, it would be grammar J is what you're saying. Use proper grammar J, which is not I guess what you're trying to say. All right, so let's jump into math. Exponent laws. Exponent laws. Okay, very quickly, because there's not that many exponents on the test, but it's useful to actually there is exponents. This is actually a legit test question, and I'll give you this. They say something like and they say x equals 10. What does this equal if x equals 10? First one to give me an answer gets 9,000 bonus points. You get 9,000 bonus points if you answer this question correctly. 9,000 bonus points. Okay? And if you get 200,000 bonus points, I'll send you a free t-shirt. So this is 9,000 bonus points towards potentially a free t-shirt. So Zeno says 120.10. Alex is coming in hot with 200.01. Okay, any other guesses? We got 120.1, same as Vexeno. And Elena comes in with that same answer. Okay, so let's see how this goes. And Jace have given us to it as a fraction. So whenever we have that squared, right, that means it's 10 times 10. Okay, this is 2 times 10, and this is 1 over 10, right? Yeah, I got it first. Mental math. That's nice, man. Okay, we can do some trigonometry too. All right. Arundam, you got it. And, oh, okay. So let's talk about it. Anita, all right, you're right on it. So this is going to be 100. This is going to be 20. And what is 1 divided by 10? What is that? Do you guys know? Do you guys know what 1 divided by 10 is? How could we represent that? How do you turn that into a decimal, right? Well, you could just do 1 divided by 10, right? You put in a decimal, bang, bang. That's our answer. So it actually is just straight point 0.1. Yeah, everybody's coming in on that point 0.1. Very nice. So then we get that point 0.1 right here. We got 120.1. We're chilling, right? So just to let you guys know, this is really the only exponent work you're going to have to do on the test, right? They have not been including that many exponents since. So we can go over some little bit of exponent rules. But yeah, on the 9th one, there will be a little bit of basic trig for sure. Yeah, so for the 8th grade one, there's not that many exponents at all. One thing that you can realize, I'm just going to give you as a cheat sheet. So if you have x squared to the 3rd, that's the same thing as saying x squared times 3, and that's the same thing as saying x to the 6th. If you have x squared times x to the 3rd, that's the same thing as saying x squared plus 3, same thing as saying x to the 5. Okay, just some quick rules that you can get going. And if you have x squared plus x to the 3rd, you actually can't do that. It just stays as this, right? So those are just some quick rules that you could look at and check it out. So here's one math problem that I think is very difficult, and I want to give you guys an option to give it a shot. And we only got about 20 minutes left, so if you guys have any questions, now's the time to hit them up. So let's say F equals G over P. W equals T over V. What does F over W equal? Okay. And let me give you some answer choices here. Let me actually figure out what the answer is to this. And you guys hear me scratching. I always work out my work. It's always important. Okay. All right, guys, here we go. Michael, factorials are not on the test. You do not need to know factorials. Save this stream. I save all my streams, Tina. You got it. You can watch it whenever you want. And tangent equals opposite adjacent. Yeah, it looks like Aram Dam is actually... What grade are you in, man? That's like some nice trigonometry stuff right there. So, Vexano says D. Michael says wow. Vexano confirms again with D. Michael says D. Anita is curious, but she says D. And Chati is curious, but she says D as well. So how do you do this, right? So my question is to you guys is how do you do this? I mean, you guys got it. You guys got it. It is this. And Elena comes in with this too. Hopping on the bandwagon. Jason is hopping on the bandwagon. That's exactly what I'm talking about. So another way you can do this, right, is the butterfly method. That's interesting. So I just use the kind of the normal method here, and we have T over V, right? Another way to write this is G over P divided by T over V. Did you guys get this? I do my live streams every Thursday, Princess. You come on back. So how do you divide fractions? Well, you flip it and you turn it into multiple. Yeah, reciprocal. Michael, exactly, dude. So we got G over P times V over T. Bang. That's our answer. Nice. You get your 9,000 points. Was it for this problem that I gave you 9,000 points? Nice. Yeah, you get Vixano. I grant you 9,000 points. I'm gonna give it to you right here. No, you have to get 200,000 points to get a free T-shirt. This way I will always remember it. Cool, man. Congratulations. Really exciting stuff. Really exciting stuff. So ninth grade, what are some other topics on the ninth grade test? So actually there are some that overlap that I'd be happy to do. So let's just talk about. Yeah, basically, and I might do a ninth grader live stream pretty soon, but for the time being, I'm just going to stick to mostly kind of hard eighth grade stuff. So it'll be relevant, trust me. But there's definitely a lot. The math is what gets harder in the ninth grade one. So let's say we have 18 here, and let's say we have 24 here, right? Let's put these on right angles, and let's say that these are similar shapes. Okay, and let's say that this is, let's say this is 6. What is x? What is x? I'm giving 2 points to Chadi because she asked, and people are saying 8, right? And that's 100% correct. Very nice. Okay, so let's actually, yeah, exactly. Vixano came there first, but you get 2 points, Chadi. That's good. Keep saving them. Keep saving them. Okay, so how do we use similar shapes like this? The problem that they use the most will be 10 for the small triangle. Very good. And what we're learning there is common right triangles. Very, very nice. Very nice. So they use recipe problems all the time. I don't know if you've seen this, and that's exactly right. I don't know if you've seen this, but, or actually it wouldn't be 30. Psych. It would be something different. Do your math again. Let's say it's like sprinkles. Bang. It is 30. Let's see. Is it 30? Because you're saying this is a 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah, it is 30. Good job, dude. Nice. So, Vixano, you're kind of right, but 2 is not a unit of measurement. Two is not a unit of measurement. How much? How much vanilla? You got your numbers are all correct, guys, but I need a unit of measurement. For a free bool? I don't know what bool is, dude. But if I knew what a bool was, I'd give it to you. 2 parts. So my name is Seth. What's up? You are very close. Notice, we want half a cup, right? Total. Total, we want half a cup. It is 2 parts. You guys are right. But I'm looking for a unit of measurement, right? So if we were to get, let's see, 2 cups, well, that's how much we want. That's how much we want, right? 9,000. No, you can't get 9,000. You don't have 9,000 points, Arundam. You only have 1 point, dude. You got to keep saving up. So we have to see how much a cup is, right? So what unit of measurement would add up so that we get half a cup? So we have 1/2 cup equals 2 parts this plus 4 parts chocolate plus 4 parts vanilla. So 1/2 of a cup equals 10x. Can you guys solve it from here? 0.4 of a cup. Very close. You're very close. You're getting in on it. So half a cup is 10x, right? So what does x equal? X equals 5. Nope. So I'm going to divide both sides by 10. 10. You could also multiply it by 1/10, whatever. So x equals 1/20th. So we're going to need 4 of those 1/20ths. So it's going to be 4/20ths, aka 1/5 of a cup. That's how much we need. 1/5 of a cup. And that tracks. We have 1/5 of a cup, another 1/5 of a cup, and we're going to get that half cup in no time. Got it again. Okay? So this is tough. It's very tough. You guys were very close. Now, you guys would be normally fine on an easy problem like that. It's really optimistic because you guys got so close. You guys got this down, which is the most important, to know that you add them up. But you have to recognize what it's going to equal at the end and then solve for that multiplier. And we need 1/20th of this, 1/20th of this, and 1/20th of this. And when we add them all up, that's going to get our half cup. Yeah? Let me give you one more where you guys could crush it up. The revolution questions. If this was considered easy, I would already told. Yeah, exactly. So we're going to do one more recipe question and we'll do a revolution. Oh, we got 2 people wanting to do revolution problems? Okay, yeah. Let's just jump into them very quickly because I gave you a good example of the previous one. Let's jump into revolutions because I personally love these problems. So does Vexamo with the 9,000 points. Wow, so great. Okay, so let's start off with an easy one, right? So let's just say that this is 1 meter. And let's say that pi, for all intensive purposes, is 22 divided by 7. Okay? So my question is, how many? Actually, you know what? Let me change this to 7 meters just because I want to make my life easier. Right? So how many revolutions, aka spins, do I need to get, let me do the math really quick in my head so this comes out clean. Hold up. So that would be, okay, to get 88 meters of ribbon. So what is the area? If you got the area, Vixamo, hit me with it. What's the area for this circle of ribbon? Ribbon. Ribbon. 154. Is pi 154 pi? That's incorrect, my man. So remember that it's pi r squared, and that would be pi 7 squared. So it would actually be 49 pi would be the area of this. Just as a quick reminder. So how many revolutions do I need to get 88 meters of ribbon? That's my question to you guys. Oh, so I see what you did there, damn. Okay, cool. That works. I'm cool with it. SHS with my score. Ooh, well, you could always study. Richard, you could always study for the 9th grade. 2 revolutions, says Elena. 2 revolutions. Is Elena right, guys? Did Elena get it correct? Is it 2 revolutions in there? Name is Seth. You're Richard, I know. Vixamo thinks it might be something different. Okay. Vixamo thinks we need 12 revolutions. Okay. Any other answers coming in hot? Any other answers coming in hot? Richard's a popular guy. Richard is a popular bro. So we got 2 revolutions. We've got 12 revolutions. Okay, I'm going to give you a minute more, and then we're going to come with the answer here. We got 16 revolutions. Okay, I'm going to start writing down these answers. So we got 16, we got 12, and we got 2. Anybody else? Hey. Tina thinks it's 4. Okay. What else we got here, guys? Hey-yo. All right. And if anybody else have any answers, otherwise I'm gonna take this one to the house and show you guys how it's done. Next episode, this math problem. Wait. Okay, I'll wait for you for a little bit. Wrong grammar. What? Okay, I'm gonna go into this bad boy. I'm gonna see how this works. How full it's the spin. How full it is the spin. Are these full spins? I imagine these are full spins. So first we have to figure out how much ribbon is in one spin, aka how much is their circumference. Does anybody know the equation for circumference off the rip? Can anybody tell me what the equation for circumference is? 14. Very close, my name is Seth. Very close, but you're missing something. You're missing something. PID? D pi? Exactly. Pi d. Exactly. Good job, guys. It is pi diameter or 2 of the radius times pi. So this is going to be, our circumference is going to be 7 times 2, which would be the diameter. So our diameter is 14. We're going to multiply that by pi, right? Which in this instance is 22 over 7. So what is our circumference? Well, I can cancel that out, make this 2. Our circumference is 44 meters. Cool. Anybody have any questions about that? It seems like a crazy long circumference, but it is true, because if you have 14, it's going to be 44 around. Okay, keep in mind that pi itself is like 3, so that's what you're doing. So 44 meters. So 2, exactly, Chadi. So whoever said 2 first, that's the 150 bonus points you get. Who was the first one to say 2? Who was the first one to say 2? Elena. What did I say? 250 bonus points? All right, and you guys have to keep track of your own bonus points. The top 3 points, I will update the ranking, okay? I will update the ranking. So, Vixemo has 9,000 bonus points. Elena is in close second with 250. And then I believe, who did I give the 2 to? I think I gave 2 bonus points. And then R and Dam, I believe I gave you 1. So this is the updated ranking. Yeah, Elena, you're doing great. You're in second place as far as bonus points are concerned. Chati, you're in third. You have 2 bonus points. Good job. You should be proud of your bonus points. Remember, if you get 200,000 bonus points, you get a free T-shirt. 4th is best. Yeah, there's me coming in hot with the 0. Yeah, Jason is coming in hot, 5th place with the 0. I'll write that down so you can remember. Jason, 0. Cool. All right, awesome. First try. Okay, cool, dudes. So that's how you do this one. Whenever they're talking about revolutions, most of the time they're just talking about the distance around. That's mostly what they're doing. And I can go into like much harder ones, and there actually are much harder ones in the future, but we're kind of wrapping up the session today. Yeah, so you guys have recipe question? Yeah, I could go into it next session. We can go into harder ones, but we're wrapping up on the hour now. So guys, remember Thursdays at 6. That's where I'm going to be every week, okay? Final question, 5,000 points. Okay, I will give you I could give you a one more question for 5,000 points. Okay, here we go. This is for 5,000 points. All right, that says no replacement if you can't read it, so we don't replace. So we have 3 red balls, 2 green balls, 5 yellow balls. What's the probability of getting 2 red balls in a row? This is worth 5,000 points. So we got 2 out of 9, 2 out of 9, 2 out of 9. Everybody's thinking it's 2 out of 9, 2 out of 8. Any other guesses? So let me show you how to do this problem, guys, and we'll see who got it. Any other, everybody thinks it's 2 out of 9. Is that right? Does anybody have anything different? We got 2 out of 5 from Chati. We got 3 out of 10 from Michael, right? So let me show you how to do it. So what is the probability of just getting your red ball the first time, right? Jumping on the bandwagon. Okay. So our probability of getting a red ball the first time is 3 out of 10, right? Everybody can kind of see that. Let's say we get our red ball. So there goes our red ball. How many red balls are left? No replacement, right? So there's only 2 red balls left. And so our next opportunity, we only have 2 to potentially get. And is that out of 10? Should I put 10 down here? No. What should I put down here in the denominator? What should I put? 3? No. How many balls are left total? 9. Exactly, bros. Exactly. So now we multiply them together just like a thing. We get 690. Divide both by 3, and you get 230. Divide both by 2, you get 115. I get the bonus points. These bonus points are Tyler's. Oh, yes. Okay, so that's how you do them. And we'll definitely, next time we meet up, we're going to jump into probability because obviously you guys need a little bit of help. So that's what I'm here to do, is to help you guys rocking on this, okay? So Thursdays at 6, dudes. I will be here. Tell your friends. I really appreciate it. I'm kind of a small channel, but I'm trying to grow. I'm definitely going to save the stream so you guys could watch it. Put on your L's, everybody. Yeah, exactly. Awesome. I am in second place. That is true. I'm very proud of myself for giving myself 5,000 bonus points. All right, dudes. All righty. I am out of here. Thank you again for checking in and watching the videos, man. Yeah, definitely. Because I want you guys to pass. So I'm here for you. And if you have any questions, just shoot me a message or shoot me an email. All that good stuff, guys. All right. Take care.